So the purpose of this video is to show you what's causing these interesting symptoms. Here's a 40-inch RCA television. You can see that the left side of the screen has normal picture in color. Right now, 3/4 of the right side, it's been in the garage so it's a little cold. Usually it's only half the screen. You can see this dividing line right here in the middle. But as the TV stays on, that line will shift to the right. And all this black area that you see on the right with my reflection and whatever's behind me, that will fill in and the TV will be fine. So we have a thermal problem. Left side of the screen is fine. Right side of the screen is all dark. And within a few minutes the whole screen will be fine. So what's causing it? The purpose of this video is to show you what's causing it. Okay, so here's the back of the TV. We have the main digital board. Is that what's causing it? We have the power supply board. Is that what's causing it? We have the inverter board. Is that what's causing it? Here's the timing control board. Is that what's causing it? Here's the LVDS cable. Low voltage differential signal cable. Is that what's causing it? Is it the display? Well, it's none of those things. You could buy all of these boards brand new, replace them, would not fix your problem. The problem, there's a metal shield here that I've removed. The problem is with this ribbon cable. And it's not at this lower connection, unfortunately for me. It's at the upper connection, which is up under here, where it connects with this driver board that's part of the display assembly. And I know that because I've wedged this little piece of plastic. I got a couple of pieces of plastics wedged in here. Can you see those? I know that because just by wiggling this and touching the connection way up on the inside here, it'll be an identical connector to this, I can make the symptoms come and go. So whether this is fixable permanently or not, I don't know. I do know that boards are not going to fix this. I do know it's not the display. I do know that there is a thermal problem with the way this ribbon cable is connected up top. To see if we can do anything about it, this plastic bezel has to come off. It doesn't look intuitive or easy as to how this is going to come off. I'll do my best and we'll see if we get anywhere. But at the very least, if you're facing a similar problem to what you saw, if it's on the right side of the screen, it's this. If it's on the other side of the screen, it's going to be this. In my case, it's right up here. We know that because we can make it come and go by wiggling that joint. So let's see how we do. See if we can get this off without ruining it. See if we can do something permanently to solve the problem. Okay, so we've got the TV all apart. Quite a bit of disassembly. You can see that the screen looks fine now. So what did I do to fix it? Well, hopefully this will focus. Here are the two. This is the one that was causing us trouble right here. I don't know if you can see if there's a dimple right there. I was thinking maybe that was what was causing my problem. Boy, I sure hope not. Because when I put this back together, I don't want this coming back. I did reverse these two cables. So I took out the cable. This is the one that you would wiggle at this joint. Would cause the problem to come and go. I took out this cable, this white cable, and put it here. So actually this is the cable that was giving the trouble. And I took the one that was here and put it there. Now why did I do that? Experience has taught me that sometimes if there's a little bit of corrosion or something's not quite making contact, and you just reverse these, you can make the problem go away and it never comes back. I do see this dimple. There's a dimple right here. I don't want to mess with it. There's a little ding there. I don't know if that's what was causing my problem. But right now it's gone. I can mess with this all I want, and it's not coming back. So we'll see. Fly in the ointment. This big metal frame that you see here is this frame is what holds the LCD to the plastic frame. And I can't stand this up right now because if I did, that LCD would just probably swing and fall out. Wouldn't be good. I might rip some of these ribbon cables here. So that's why it's laying down like this. I will see what happens when I put this metal frame back on. See if it still works. Hopefully it will. Okay, I got this metal frame back on. It's all tightened down. Feel a lot better now. But in tightening down this metal frame, did we bend it in such a way that the problem is going to come back? Before we go any further, let's turn it on and see what happens. Well, that's a good sign. Looks pretty good. Whole screen is equally bright and colorful. That big black blob appears to be gone. Let's see if touching it can make it come and go. We certainly don't want to deal with it again. Let's see, it was this side. Nope. Seems to be holding. It's not intermittent anymore. Well, I don't know how long this repair is going to last. Hopefully indefinitely. But at least if you have a situation where you've got a half black screen, a big irregular blob that slowly moves across, or maybe it never moves across, you got some idea of what's causing it. Okay, here we are. About 1 hour and 100 screws later, we've got everything back together. And the screen looks fine. So, for the moment, the TV is working and you can touch the top. Let's take a look at the back. Okay, so here we are looking at the back again. We've even got the T-con shield back on. Everything's back together, all the screws are in it. It's working fine. You can wiggle this up here all you want. You can't make it come and go anymore, so we'll see how long that lasts. Now, what model is this TV? Okay, it's an RCA L40FHD41YX9. What else goes wrong with it? Well, the interesting thing is that when I first got this TV, it didn't turn on at all. So we're looking now at the power supply, and most of these filter caps were bad. We had a few up in here, had a few in this area with swollen tops, but even those that were not swollen were 20% or more off value. They were 85-degree caps, not 105-degree. So just about all of these big E-caps in the power supply have been replaced. I carefully resorted the power supply, and after that it turned on and worked fine. Did not have the big black dark blob problem that we looked at earlier. The other thing that I found wrong with this TV, now we're looking here at the main digital board. None of these caps were swollen, but I don't think I had anything here that was less than 20% low. So what does that mean? That means that a 100 microfarad cap would have read 80 microfarads or less. Some of them were reading 70 microfarads, 68 microfarads. The odd thing is that is not normally enough to cause something to stop working. But when I fix something, I want it to work fine, last a long time. I don't ever want to see it again. At least not for many, many years. So I replaced everything I found low on this board, which is just about all of these, especially in this area. And in the power supply, these were all really shot. You can see that these are all brand new here. So that's what goes wrong with it, and I was very surprised after a while to have it come back for the problem we saw up here with these ribbon cables. So we'll see if this lasts, and I hope that this information helps someone who's looking at these same symptoms. And if so, that's great. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.